Cthulhu fhtagn. Cthulhu fhtagn. Cthulhu fhtagn. Cthulhu fhtagn. Cthulhu fhtagn.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, checking in with you. YouTube land, how are we doing out there? I'm coming to you doing good, and I'm realizing that these don't always have to be so in-depth at 4 minutes long of talking, right? Sometimes we're just going to cover my favorite fucking movies, and that's it. I've also decided that I'm not editing myself anymore. I've been doing that, worried about how it's going to turn out, worried about what people think, and that's the opposite of my personality. I filmed like 3 videos today, so you're gonna have a bunch of content to go through, where I'm gonna talk about just that thing. Today is not that day though. This video right here, we're talking about Dagon. Dagon. Really, this is probably my favorite. Next to Reanimator, this is probably my favorite H.P. Lovecraft flick. Dagon's fucking killer. Let's get into it. I discovered this movie on accident back in 2003. I was going through a very poor relationship. Sorry if you're listening to this. I've also, God, lots of revelations tonight. Anyway, that's why we're here, right? To be real. Keep it a buck, as they say. I discovered Dagon at a time of my life when I really needed it. I was unhappy in a relationship, and I was in Portland. And I decided to go to Blockbuster and kind of, peruse through the shelves and whatnot. And 2 movies caught my eye. One of them said Fear is a Place, and that was Session 9. It's right there. And this cover got my attention. I had already read a ton of H.P. Lovecraft. That's a whole other conversation, right? And I had to take it home. I had to know what this was about. So the real full story was I was super unhappy in this relationship, and I put on Session 9, and I think we were drinking a little bit, me and my ex-girlfriend at the time, and I remember it just being kind of unremarkable. It had some moments where it was kind of creepy, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Dagon. And when she fell asleep, I watched this movie, and I was immediately just drawn into it. I'd read a bunch of Lovecraft, and she says this thing where she says, "Remember your dreams, Pablo. They brought you here." And he says, No. But they were nightmares. And he's like, "They weren't real." And she says, "Every dream is a wish." And I paused the movie, and I kind of looked over at the person I was with, and I was like, unfortunately for the person that I was dating at the time, I had been having dreams about my unhappiness, and I decided I was going to move away from this city, and I was going to go back to my hometown, and I was going to try things a different way. I was going to get a different job. I was going to get a different car. I was going to change everything about myself, but I hadn't told the person I was with. But I was dreaming about it. So this movie, when she said every dream is a wish, I got stuck on that, man. And I thought about it all night. Of course, I had dreams about being in the movie and making different choices, and how I was going to go to this underwater world, and I was going to be able to, journey to valleys and depths unknown, like Lovecraft style. And I was so happy. And dick move or not, who's the asshole? Probably me. She went to work, and I packed my stuff. And when she got home from work, I was holding this tape, and I explained what was going on in my life, and how that Blockbuster was kind of like a pivotal moment where I needed to change things and go do something else. And I immediately fell in love with this movie. It could do no wrong, because it gave me it changed the course of my future. It changed my outlook. I was going to stay there unhappy in a city I didn't love, and I wasn't going to take any chances. It was going to be safe. And this movie got me out of my own head, and it gave me a chance to kind of explore. And we can talk about the gore and how it's actually more about, like, Josh, it's about the shadow over Innsmouth. It's not even, Dagon's a completely different story. I know that. But to me, that's what we're here to talk about. Dust off the shelves. I bought this DVD before I went back to my hometown the next day. This is from CD Game Exchange in Portland, Oregon. I believe this is off of Hawthorne Street. Over in Oregon, we have tons of these things. CD Game Exchange is where you can take old media, trade them in. You can get cash, right? Barter system. It's great. And I paid $8 for it on DVD. 2003. I hope I'm not lying. Pretty damn sure. Hold on. Wait. Thank the great deep old ones. My math checks out. This is actually made in 2001. So yeah, about that time, I probably would have seen this at a Blockbuster in 2003. Took a chance on it. Took a chance on life after watching it, and also took a chance on direct to DVD kind of sci-fi movies that look like shit, and Ezra Golden is a horrible actor in it. But two possibilities. Sometimes you see things when you're actually supposed to see them, and two, Stuart Gordon is an absolute god of filmmaking. I mean, he does everything Lovecraft, Reanimator, From Beyond, fucking Castle Freak, Dagon. I mean, Dolls is great. Dreams in the Witch House is so good. So yeah, this movie means a lot to me. I think you should dust it off. There's like Vestron Video, I think, that's got a really nice Blu-ray that I don't actually have, and I feel kind of cheap saying that. So, but this is, I'll never get rid of this. DVD's still important. Just have a TV that it still looks good on. Have one of those old plasmas in your room or whatever. Yeah, somebody purchased this from a Blockbuster 11/17/2002 and traded it to CD Game Exchange in 2003, and that's where I picked it up. So true story, crazy story. I'm gonna try to do just more of those off the cuff, kind of what I'm actually interested in and what actually happened to me. I'm not gonna be fake. I'm just gonna be myself. I mean, I beat this thing the hell up. Dagon is a national treasure. Absolutely love it. It's still got those little holes where it'd have the yellow part from where Blockbuster would tear that little strip out and fucking throw it on the shelf. Gordon's best film since Reanimator. We'll do a brief little synopsis and watch the trailer. Cheers.
Vacation.
I'd say we've got a storm coming up.
Brace yourself!
We're gonna have to take the raft into that town for help. Hello? We need help!
What kind of church is this?
What the hell's going on here? I'm supposed to meet someone here? A woman? Senorita? You want to tell me what's wrong with everybody in this town?
I tell you a secret. No one leaves. People come, but no one leaves.
Why are you trying to kill us? What did we do to you?
I am here. I've been waiting for you.
Barbara?
They give Dagon.
And the child will be immortal.
If it happens to me, you've got to promise you'll kill me.
Come on, motherfucker.
We are children of Dagon. It is your destiny. Will you forget your world and your friends? There will be no time, no today, no yesterday. Only the forever, and forever, and forever without end.
I don't have a choice, do I?
And guys, again, everyone out there in YouTube land, thank you so much for watching. If you could just like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do down there. Any engagement's good engagement. I'm using this as just a way to dust off my personal demons and talk about movies. One of my favorite things to do is to invite people over and have that conversation where we have to pick a film. I got my home theater. It's all set up to be perfect. So I want this channel to be things that I'm actually into, and I'm going to just talk about my favorite movies. Sometimes I'll react to some shit that I hate because I think that's interesting too. But for the most part, the movies that you're going to see are movies that I actually enjoy. Why else would you have videos that you're talking about? Makes no damn sense. Are we just reactionary trying to get clicks and get subscribers? I don't care that much about it. I care about you. Can't wait to see you again soon. Cheers.